Okay. Victory of the first goes to player 622 versus Mixery. I still got Ninja Demon 45 here. How you doing, man?
I was kind of frazzled, and I thought actually that's the end, like that's it. But it's just like the first round, man.
Yep, there's even more action. If player 622 wins this one, that's going to net them the victory. If Mixery wins this one, then we're going to go another round. China
hmm
Infantry for player 622, Laser General for Mixery. Okay.
Thank you, God, to see more laser.
The change in general isn't surprising, but how they handle the general might be surprising. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Let me guess, shit tons of auroras maybe, or Comanches.
That could be cool.
Yeah, but are we gonna keep up, sir? I think so.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, this game is fairly resilient, trying to handle lost frames and everything, and gets to a very certain point where it just kind of falls apart. And that's kind of what happened to us last match and two matches prior. So actually, your joke of third time's the charm actually came to fruition. Yeah. So good,
That wasn't a prediction; it was a spoiler,
good,
sir.
good job. Fair enough. Okay, very good. So for the infantry general, using tank hunters to capture buildings is actually cheaper. They train faster as well, so it just makes sense. That's why we're seeing some tank hunters here.
I wouldn't even surprised if I'm gonna see the oil derricks defending themselves. hmm
Yeah, exactly. Command center, all ready for Mixery down here.
Are we actually gonna see the dozer general once again?
It might be. That would make sense. Just light up the whole place with laser turrets down here. Maybe build a preemptive line. The main benefit of that is all going to be able to shut down the artillery before it shows up. Because that's what's really biting them in the bacon before, was when they tried to expand up here, like we're seeing player 622 do. If he's not prepared with those helixes, this is all just going to get shredded. So same thing, we need these guys to build up a nice front as soon as possible. Yeah,
The
oh,
Great Wall of USA you mentioned before, it's happening.
yeah, you're right. Dozer General for the win. So last matchup we saw a completely different mixery. It was all about Gatling tanks. There was no real need for a power base, and even if he went offline, no big deal. Here's going to be the exact opposite in tactics. Far more defensive structures, much higher reliance on power, all that rigmarole. Player 622 playing their usual magical trump card, just fire the whole thing. Can't be enough fire. Black Napalm upgrade already purchased, already bringing the best of the best. That's going to handle the first 2-3 waves without an issue, and then when we get to the Air Force, that's where that's going to come into. Going to need something else.
That's a lot of anti-air, General.
Exactly. This is looking solid. I'm amazed that Mixer is able to get enough of this online, but is it going to be enough? He doesn't have really anything else. This is it. That's all Avengers, so if he doesn't have enough stuff here, this could be a problem. Pretty confident 622 has themselves well handled. Oh, this should be fine. They're just bikes. As long as Mixery doesn't go offline, wink.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's insane. Oh, some stuff getting passed. That's okay. Player 622 having it in the books, not a problem. Some stuff getting passed, not a big deal. That's amazing. That does it. These guys have this just on lock. The laser turrets, as you can see, they don't have the green light assist. Oh, what's that called? The relay? I believe
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I believe that was edited out of the file.ini. Made mention of that before. That's you can do some basic tweaking with the map.ini from the user interface perspective. So that's why we're not seeing some of those green relay lights, and that actually saves a ton of CPU horsepower.
Exactly.
This is cool. Yet another way to handle this. I'm pretty impressed. Easy pickings for 622, no problem. Just as easy for Mixery. Yep, the second they're spawned in, they're dead. There's more than enough DPS here to be just spread that DPS like butter.
Oh, does he even have enough power? I don't really rely on the whatever he built right now.
Let's see here. 208 he has. 156 is what he needs. So he's got enough for now. He's gonna have to double down on lasers, man. So, because we're going laser turrets for this go-round, the benefit of that is there's going to be a lot less of the animation of the napalm. So that being said, that one simple change will hopefully improve late-game performance. Take a quick check of everyone's base. Gatling cannons, nice. To handle those sneak attack waves, again, with the mines, hopefully pop them as neutrons. We've got a bunker over here. No one's building it. Yep, I was going to say the guy's either on his way or that's just a reminder for 622 to get to that at some time. Yeah, this is incredibly effective. Take a quick look. Mixery's just going to build probably a crescent of some sort of just laser turrets. That's definitely going to shut down anything new that comes the way. And of course, adding more laser turrets here. Oh yeah, he's got enough Avengers, easily. Enough Gatling weaponry here as well, minigunners and the like. Good thing is, the lasers from the Avengers and the minigunners and the Gatling are non-counterable. So even though the combat Chinooks have really, really, really strong anti-missile weaponry and countermeasures, they're not going to do a darn thing against lasers. So Ninja, what are you thinking so far? This into the match, we got Infantry General, we got Laser General. Who do you think is going to come out on top with what we've seen so far?
I'm pretty much putting on player 622. He has the advantage of not even worrying about the power plants. Unlike Mixery, who actually needs to build more power plant and needs to be worrying about defending the front line more than the backyard.
Yep.
Because we all know about the comeback Chinook there. Because in the next waves is gonna be so many air units, more than ground one.
Yep, fair enough.
So he actually can build up if he still has some financial status. Seems like it's not that much. He needs actually to build at least 2 to 3 war factories to build more Avengers on the front, not only in the middle one.
Yep, that's fair. Remember a little wager before on how many things were killed at what time?
Oh, I don't remember no more.
It's okay. We kind of said, hey, we're gonna get this many units the entire wave. Both of us are wrong because it looks like we're already at. Oh, it looks like the number stopped counting. 1167. Oh, maybe that's the total.
Oh, I remember saying like 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000.
I actually looked. I was gonna say, man, I didn't even look. It was probably more than 5,000.
Oh, could be. I thought these numbers were the final totals, but no. Oh, now it's going up. Yeah, it's probably way more than that.
Oh, what wave is it? Like 5, 4?
What's up?
Like, what wave is this now?
I think 4.
And already 1,000? Yeah, we're wrong, definitely.
That stuff's just getting lit up with ease. Yeah, I agree with you.
Have to worry about building building up the lasers, and it's like we did actually before in the few rounds. Me and MP3, getting him destroyed by the fallen raptors and auroras and stuff. But this guy doesn't really have to worry about none of that.
Yep, true.
Oh, he doesn't have any units like just to force them back, like nothing.
Yeah, Mixery's turrets that he had here didn't last very long. The thing is, there's all these units here that are just not doing anything. I think they're trying to target the command center, but can't pass through the artillery pieces.
And they're just like peeking between
Yeah.
these artilleries.
So, lucky Mixery gets to take his time to build up proper defense again. Oh yeah, that's all I was going to bring up is sneak attack occurred. These guys seem to have it under wraps. Hoping that player 622 gets a lot more bunkers set up. Mixery needs to close off this gap. They actually got a little dangerous. A couple of Pathfinders got loose in his base. They must have been dealt... Oh, nope, there they are. Mixery not having a lot of loose infantry, if any, so that kind of makes that easy. He doesn't have to do much. Just let them roll them around until they shoot themselves. Or get shot by laser turrets.
Oh, I think they're going to their death so far.
Yep, if they keep going that way. Oh. Run him over with a dozer, maybe? Aw. Run him over with a dozer, maybe? Aw.
They're feeling useless. They want to just go to player 62. There's so many tasty infantry.
Yeah, no doubt. It actually kind of seems like what they're trying to do. Yep. Now they're moonwalking. Cool. Anyway, back to the action. Let's take a number.
They're 15 minutes of fame, yeah.
Yep. Mixery getting a little close to that power requirement. Only a buffer of about 36. Player 622 don't really need to check their power. They're producing 2 to 3 times more than what they need. And, yeah, even if they went offline, probably wouldn't be that big of a deal at all.
The only disadvantage is the slow producing units, whether the barracks or the airfield or even Gatlings, if he's gonna build any.
Yep.
Oh, actually infantry, so he doesn't.
Yep, true. Oh no!
Oh boy.
Spoke too soon for Mixery. Thank goodness for him, he has a ton of Avengers, and if he did not, he would be done and done. 2 more power than he needs. That was dangerous as heck. I don't know if he'll be able to recover. Should be able to.
He can.
Oh man.
Are they crossing too much?
I don't know. They're winning. Like, they're getting closer.
Oh.
No. Yes. No. Uh-oh. Just need 1 unit to sneak by, and that's it. Oh,
No.
He's losing. He's losing. Oh, no. They're coming around the turn. Oh, I think he caught up. Yep, he just caught up. Wow.
That was a butt squeezing moment.
Freaking clutch. 3 seconds. Just 2 or 3 more seconds later, game over. That was incredible.
That's gonna teach him a lesson to build more and more Avengers. Don't stop doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the things in that situation, very obviously you're low on power, build more power plants. Don't worry about having to sell maybe a laser turret or 2 to get your infrastructure back online. Don't hesitate. Just don't even think about it. Don't be like, oh, in 15 seconds I'll have a power plant. Nope. Just sell a turret, get yourself back online, and keep going. If you ever have to, don't worry about it. There's been times where I built 1 or 2 too many turrets, and it's like, well, I can either sell these 2 turrets, get some of my money back, and get the grid back online, or I could be offline for 15 or so seconds. Yeah. Gotta make those tough decisions. Player 622 already looking like they're building up their final hurrah. Mixery taking a little bit more time, shore up everything. I almost wonder if this is doable as GLA. What do you think?
Ooh.
And if so, what do you think? Like, which one do you think would be best for it?
In this kind of map,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I see like the best option, even though they showed us that China infantry or China tank, they can deal with the air units and stuff. But I don't know. Sea laser, they can do with any kind of favorite target they want to go in. They can just slap them with so many lasers as they can.
What about a GLA player?
Obviously, Tux is not gonna be a good option. Stealth can be good if you want to just gonna use quads, non-stop quads. The demo general, no, there's no way you can use demo general because so much expensive quads and it doesn't really have that much of power like against the rockets. Even the RPG is not gonna do so much damage. Any wrong unit that can be standing next to each other can just blow up if you have the demo upgrade. Nah, I don't think this map suits for JLA. No, there's no way. Unless if there's like a capturable stuff like, let's say, strategy centers and what you can say like, nah, still like a big note on my side.
So what about, now that we're talking this out, what about Toxin General if you use the Toxin tunnel networks and you force attack where these units are spawning? Would that take care of all the ground waves the same way we saw it with like Dragon Tanks and this Napalm?
Even if you have the toxin upgrades and you're still gonna build them in the front side, like, nah.
You don't think so?
They can't even kill the vehicles as much because as you can see, all the waves are just spawning, you know, armor, and most of them are like air units. As we can also see the sneak attack on the front side, so they can be dealt with easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I say in the first rounds, I used to play with the JLA Toxin. Was like really good because most of the time was like what? I know how much units are gonna be coming in. There's no sneak attacks that tough that can break your defenses. But this kind of map, oh boy, it's like a backbreaking.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Also, you don't have to worry about if there's any units left in your base because at this point you have to kill the boss and then you can win. Like there's a timer, as we all know, on the right.
Yep.
So it stops as soon as you lose if an area crosses your line or you kill the boss unit.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like Mixery is pretty bunkered up for those sneak attacks, so that looks good. This sneak attack I don't see any preparation for, but that comes at about, I don't know, wave 15 or something? So not super worried about that. Probably Spectre Gunship to take care of these two. Yep, sure enough. For player 622, pretty much same thing. Same pretty much cut and paste as before, which has been very effective. The neutron mines work 100%. Works great. A bunch here as well. Also looks like some infantry going to get into the bunkers just to deal with any loose guys. These guys are prepared.
Yeah. It's already wave 11.
Yep. We're maintaining that sweet, sweet 17, 18, 19 frames a second.
Wanna play spit? I'm gonna save 5.
Yeah.
The next wave, not this one.
I'll pass. I promise, my computer's not that crap.
Oh, I feel you. Did actually Mixery build a strategy center though?
You know what? I did not notice if he did. Yes. And it is
Oh, he did.
search and destroy.
There you go.
Yep, that extra range definitely pans out. So as I mentioned in the last episode, why not use like Inferno cannons and nuke cannons? Just a point to note, if you're not super familiar with the personal loadouts of each general, the laser general does not get any kind of artillery. The Tomahawk missiles are not allowed. So we're not going to see much. It's probably going to be just way more lasers, way more Avengers. Speaking of that, how much power are we looking at? Ah, he learned his lesson very, very harshly and very quickly. Required 603 power, current power 760. So yeah, he took your advice and he learned.
I'm like the future me and him.
Yeah, right?
Now, it would be nice if you actually prepared more Comanches, just in case if there are any sneak attacks that could happen and you couldn't deal with them, like, because they like to actually attack all your base, so...
True.
At least like 3 to 4 battalions of Comanches going all here and there, swarming on out the base, to making sure no one crosses it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The first lesson was losing power and the tight line, like... I don't know, he actually managed to survive that much. I was gonna say it's gonna be like GG, that's it.
Yeah, agreed. So let's talk about that boss unit at the end. I know there's some unit abilities that might be helpful. What about like Colonel Burton's timed bomb? Do you think that might be helpful at all? Like a C4? Oh, that only works against... The C4 only works against buildings.
You like want to place it on a boss unit?
Well, I'm trying to think of all the infantry and vehicle abilities that we have at our disposal. Like, for example, the... Oh, hold on. That was beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So the Tank Hunter has the TNT thing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that could work. The only thing is I don't know how much damage the TNT does. So there's no such thing in this game as, like, 100% damage. So even, like, a Pathfinder... When it hits an infantry, it does a set amount of damage. It's not 100% of the target's health. If you've got like a boss infantry unit that's got, I don't know, a ton of health, the Pathfinder might need several shots to kill him. So in that regard, a TNT bomb from the Tank Hunter, I don't believe deals like 100% damage of the target's hit points, but it does a set amount. So I wonder if that would ever be enough to be worthwhile. Probably not.
Here's the thing about the TNT, since you mentioned it. If you had, like, let's say, a rocket infantry actually want to plant it on a building, since they like to mention it, I remember that last time that, the last tournament we played together, me versus you were like the JLA toxin, if I remember, and I was the infantry. So I remember bringing up my helices to your base, and I dropped down all my rocket infantry, and I out of nowhere start like planting all the TNTs on your CC. It barely made any damage, so it was like kind of cool if you put it on, like, say, in vehicles or some stuff. They can kind of deal big damage, but you can call it like the TNTs are like their favorite target, just like they say the favorite target reference. They like to target the vehicles the most. So I don't think it can actually deal against any boss units. It's still gonna tell them like, hey, they have almost an infinite HP, and if you talk about the Pathfinders killing an infantry boss unit, it still requires like tons and tons of Pathfinders. They still need to deal with it with any damage. Still needs to be more. Like, you have to pour more, produce more Pathfinders. If it was like an infantry, but we also was the train unit. Train doesn't even attack you, but you never know how much HP it has. And the only thing you can do, you either bring, since we can see over here, Mixery is a laser general. He doesn't have an EMP bomb. He doesn't have Lotus. He doesn't have, even Colin Burton has not trained to play any disabling units. So
yeah,
he can only rely on the lasers. So it's gonna be a big tough mission for him.
Yep, that's fair.
We've seen some comeback tornadoes.
Yep, a little bit.
Oh, we're kind of close. I can see 37.
Yep,
Okay.
and I think it ended at 50, 56, 58, somewhere around there
Yeah.
was where the last one ended. Yeah. Yeah, so we're well over halfway into this. Pucks. I could tell already by the shape of the building. I didn't
Wow.
even have to click on it. So, pucks are an excellent choice. They do a lot of concentrated damage. Who knows? Maybe that's the play. Stack 3, 4, 5 of those on that boss unit. That could be the play. We'll have to see.
I guess at this point you don't have to look at the laser. Like you have to really look away this time.
Yeah. That's all just getting annihilated. With all these barracks, I wonder if the play is missile lock. Laser lock. Yep. I was wondering if that would be the play.
That's another good choice. And I see a sneak attack has been deployed in the field.
Yep, absolutely good call. And, oh, that is going to cause just straight havoc for Mixery. There's... Yeah, ouch. Quick
This
check
is not
over
the
here.
time to lose Avengers, yeah.
Yeah, player 622 was able to come out of there with minimal damage. Those mines did the job.
Oh, they're crossing too fast on this one.
Yeah, a little bit. Mixery has a lot of Avengers, but he's got to move those puppies up. Let's take a quick check on 622 side, and we'll bounce back to Mixery in a second here. 622, still plenty of minigunners. Shouldn't be a problem. If the aircraft was any heavier armored, like if we were also going to see like some of the Spirit bombers as well, I think we would have gotten some creep. Okay, well done. Even after the loss of the Avengers, Mixery cleaned it up pretty nicely.
Recovered so fast.
Yeah, yeah. I was really afraid. I thought that was going to be a "you're done" kind of a conversation. Okay, 4 minutes to Pucktown.
Does he even have enough power for that? Like he
He-
built like 5? That's like 50.
Oh yeah, he's got 234 more power than he needs. Yep, he should be good. Gosh, that's a lot of power plants. If he goes offline now, I'm going to be much disappointed.
He lost his oil derricks in the right.
Yeah, he's, actually, come to think of it, I don't think I saw any long-term economy either.
What he's getting the money
Oh,
from?
there
I
we
think,
go.
yeah,
Oh
the
my.
drop zone.
Yeah, okay. Yep, no, there's the money. Player 622 doing the China thing. Tons of hackers. These guys are going to be pretty set on cash. Okay, so when I said laser lock before, you need the infantry to be loose for that to work. If he's going to cram them all into the Humvees, that's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, he is. I don't know. So far, I'm feeling that Mixery is going to take this one. But we're just going to have to see. I have no idea. Those pucks are a really, really good call, in my opinion.
And since we're talking about laser generator, they're gonna be much powerful.
Oh, I didn't know they got a power boost because of the laser general.
That's what I actually remember. If not, then that should be for the super weapon general.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they actually got damage boosts. I knew the super weapon general's pucks are cheaper. I didn't know they were more powerful, though. Neat. Learn
More
some-
powerful, but at what cost? Like, you don't have any Crusader tanks. You don't have nothing. Only the Humvees and. Does it actually have tomahawks though?
The super
I don't
weapon
know.
general? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of her favorite toys. Both these guys are making very short work of this air wave, and Mixery has doubled and then doubled again the amount of pucks he has at his disposal. I count 9.
The list is gonna keep going on and on.
I think at a certain point it just says ... doesn't it? Like, it can only really handle
yeah.
so many items.
Yeah, it did. I still remember seeing it at one time. I was actually wondering.
Yeah. Good cleanup out of both these guys so far. Oh my gosh. So many rockets.
So many helixes as well.
Yeah. As of right now, it honestly feels like 622's got quite a bit more DPS up front. But that's going to completely change when we get to the boss wave, because all the stops are going to be pulled out. All the helixes here are going to come into effect. Mixery has his own plan going on. Tons of missile infantry. Yeah, I have no idea who's going to win. I'm kind of feeling Mixery's changed up his stats and strats a little more. And I don't know. I'm excited for sure. You still feel 622 is going to take it away?
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
He did it before, he can do it again.
Fair enough.
The same tactics he did.
Yeah. And there were not many frames in between the victory. What was it, like a few hundred frames, and if it's 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second or whatever's ideal runtime. Yeah, that's not a lot of time in between the two.
And none of them was laser. I wonder how much frames gonna get on the laser.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is running quite a bit faster than it was before, even though I'm saying that at 9 frames a second. Way more helixes, way more tank hunters, as we could guess. Everything's looking pretty quiet on the home front. 622 also losing their oil derricks. But these guys have enough of a backbone economy. There's not really going to be that much of a problem. Well, I can't look at Mixery's screen because of all the damn rockets. I can't look at player 622's screen because napalm.
Let's just look at like the minimap then. That's the only option to see what's going on.
I should just expand the mini-map to the full screen. Oh, hope you're enjoying the match. Watch these dots eat these other dots. Have fun.
Yay.
You like Pac-Man, right? Watch these dots eat other dots. In two
he
and
made
a half...
a little.
Okay.
He did made like a little space in the front. If you see, like you can see it, the laser tears lines on the right and the left.
Yep.
Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna make sure all his vehicles and Humvees going in the front.
Yeah.
And they can make it past. Probably for like the last wave.
Yeah, I agree. In 2 minutes, 2 minutes 10 seconds, Mixery is going to have full capability of all of his pucks. It's going to be plenty of time before the boss wave, I think. This is moving fast, but it's not moving too fast. That was good timing to get those all built when he did. If he waited much longer, I don't think they'd be ready.
Yeah, ground wave 20. We're so close for the boss unit.
Just so much rockets. Oh my gosh. I wonder if you could just mod out all the projectiles. All of them. The bullet streaks, the Gatling bullets, the rockets, the trails. I wonder if you mod all that stuff out, how much smoother the game would run. The corpses, the second it hits the ground, it disappears. None of this wait 15 seconds or whatever for the corpse to go away. Or the shell or what have you. I'd be interested to see how much smoother this would run.
At the end, you're gonna say how you're gonna run at 0 hour on a low-end PC. You're just gonna see some boxes throwing some more boxes.
Heck, or even on a high-end PC so I can get more than 10 frames.
You know you're right in that one.
It's okay. We all love this game, and for good reason.
I wonder if there's gonna be a Minecraft 0 hour.
Oh my gosh, probably. Probably. Neither of these players having really any problem with these waves coming in. Dealing with it in their own way. Uniqueness abound, just devastating anything that comes in. Most of the aircraft that's even coming through isn't even making it past this part here. Just these minigunners here are providing more than enough support, it seems. Yep, and that was an artillery wave that just disappeared. And same thing there. Well played. Quick base check. Not much is going to be changing in base composition from here on out.
Yeah.
Just more units, keep cranking out more stuff. I don't think we're going to see any new strategies at this stage of the game. Both these players are pretty much bunkered in. They've already expanded as much as they could. Added a significant amount of power to their fleet right here from Mixery. That's crazy. Not seeing any Air Force at all. No Auroras, no Comanches. Oh, never mind.
Somebody listen to me, okay.
Instant Comanches. Just add water.
Oh, as soon as that boss unit spawns, there's gonna be the wrath of lasers. Look how many particles, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm honestly more interested in how the pucks are gonna perform over just the regular laser turrets.
Probably the same.
Could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the numerical values of any of this stuff. But I would assume the pucks are going to do some pretty ungodly damage. Especially so many of them. Significant...
I guess he...
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, maybe he's gonna launch the pucks, like you said, in the front. As soon as the boss unit spawn, and then he's gonna send in all his Comanches.
Could. Yeah. Particle uplink cannon's definitely a much safer choice in terms of super weapons. Considering the compactness of the units here and the base structures and all that stuff, using nukes or scud storms would just be dangerous.
Too much dangerous, yeah.
Yeah.
We're almost 3,000 away.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Oh boy.
So I didn't receive a video replay of this. So I'm going to assume that this is legit. Like this one does not crash like the last one did, since the last one suffered a disconnect. Just disclaimer out there, I'm going to assume that this one plays through all the way, which I'm really hoping for.
Me either.
If it crashes, I don't know what to do about it. Probably load it up and try it again. The replay system, if you're not familiar with it, the replay system of Generals is very, very finicky, and it is not predeterministic. So you could watch a 10-minute replay, load it up again, play it again, and you might actually see different stuff. Maybe a small variation, maybe a bigger one, but yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, I still remember the last time when you played me versus Revenge on the 4th round. Probably the 3rd round. I was the China... No, I was JL Demolition versus China Nuke. Have you seen... I've sent you the picture. As you've seen it, I was literally destroying his command center with all the units I have got. But on the other hand, you tried like to do the cast, and I was like... All of us just talked. No one was playing.
Yep.
All the units just like standing still.
Yep, that's exactly when I did co-commentary for me versus you. There was a part where I had a couple of units. I don't even remember the faction, but I had 3 units and they were getting shot at, but they were just sitting there. They didn't retaliate. They didn't do anything. So it's really weird. Sometimes you'll get some really clean replays that work really well, and sometimes you'll just get garbage. Just play the replay over and over and over again. You'll see other stuff.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
Yeah, and we're back at that sweet, sweet, sweet 5 frames a second.
My boy.
Mixer getting a little bit of bleed through. He's got enough Avengers. I'm not worried about it. Speaking of detection, I'm kind of amazed. Well, maybe not. But I'm kind of amazed that some of the Avengers don't have spy drones on them just for safety.
Maybe I mean, he got laser turrets that can actually do the detections for them, so they're kind of spoiled at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's why I was like kind of amazed, kind of not. Depends on how much of an insurance policy you need. Yeah, 622 definitely getting these waves dead. So I think you're right. I think 622 might come away with this. I still have all my money in the mixery basket.
You lost a couple of laser turrets on the sides. That's not a good sign.
He sold them.
Oh, he sold them?
Yeah, he sold. Yeah, it was when we were getting like 2 frames a second, I saw him sell them. And that's probably to just open up more for the Humvees. So we've got a neat mix of the composition of these 2 armies. What we have is the laser general here. If the unit is light, bam, insta-killed the second it comes on the field. Amazing. For over here for 622, if the units are heavier, it seems to me that 622 is getting a better shot at that. Okay, boss wave in 60 seconds. So now everyone's getting in order. I'm going to assume that it's going to come here and park like we saw in the other video, and that's it. It's just who can kill this thing the fastest. So we've got a swarm of locust, I mean helix. We've got, I thought I saw a Black Lotus somewhere.
It was actually on the front. I think it's still there.
I thought it was right here. But either way, we got that. For Mixery, we've got all of the Humvees in the world. Avengers. A bunch of Comanches that need to get their butts moving. And all the pucks. So we'll start watching it here on player 622 side. See what happens. And the second the pucks start getting called down, we'll switch over to Mixery side. Okay, everything getting ready. The whirling death right there. It
should have spawned right now.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it is.
And Frenzy, of course. Yet the train just stops. Okay, pucks activated, lag activated. Yep, not using laser locks, just getting the extra DPS with the missiles. That works. Oh my god, we're at 2 frames a second.
Yo, I hope we survive this more than they do.
I also, the thing, yes. I can't tell how much health that thing has. 622 seems to be ahead, even with all of these pucks. Man, I really... oh, there we go. Laser designator on.
Oh, like, we didn't even ask for more laggy.
Holy crap. I actually can't scroll. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Alright. Okay, we're stuck here now.
Oh no, come on.
Really quick note on the next bit. Hey, how's it going? John, Megacycle, a little bit of a commercial break. What you're going to hear over the next several minutes is Ninja Demon 45 and myself, John Megacycle, hi, being incredibly confused as to whether or not the train boss has countermeasures. I didn't want to interrupt the original recording with a bunch of notes and changes, so all the audio is intact. You're going to be able to enjoy our confusion, but in short, no, the train boss did not have any amount of countermeasures. The problem is that Mixery used his particle cannon, and the particle cannon was actually destroying all of his rockets. So in the next couple of minutes, you're going to hear Ninja Demon and I being incredibly confused. I honestly didn't know that a puck could counter missiles or rockets. I didn't know that's how that worked. But we learned a lot from this session, so just wanted to clear that up before there's a bunch of comments. Be like, John, you idiot, pucks can... Yeah, I know, we figured it out. But just wanted to mention it here. So on with the show. Does it have countermeasures?
You can notice it does.
Why
You
does it...
see the deflected rockets.
That is what that is, right?
Yeah,
I don't think any of them are hitting.
it probably does.
So hang on, let's check the other side because I know 622 has rockets in his loadout as well. No, all his seem to be hitting. Right?
We should be seeing some deflected rockets. You're right.
We should.
I don't see none of them, like not even a single.
Huh. That is weird. Can you have a laser countermeasure or a deflector or something deflect a certain kind of rocket? As much sense as that doesn't make?
I mean, the amount of explosions I see from player 622 on that side seems like they're destroyed in the middle. Like they don't. Man, I don't know. I'm speechless. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you think 622 is like attacking the ground? So it's getting splash damage, but not attacking the unit directly. And Laser Lock has to target a thing directly, so is Laser Lock attacking the train itself?
He can't do that all at once. Think about how much units he needs to just to control them manually.
I don't know.
Like he gotta click in each bunker and each helix and whatever unit is being left outside. I had to click somewhere near that train, but still not gonna be enough. Oh man, I'm trying to change my bet. Still gonna be more positive.
He is annihilating that train at 2 frames a second.
Don't forget he actually has some infantry minigunners.
Yep, that's true. I wonder what kind of armor type that thing has.
You can't tell, like he doesn't. You don't know, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to guess vehicle type, so the rockets make a good choice. But still, it's so weird that these are landing and the other ones aren't. Oh, you know what? What if Black Lotus is disabling it? Or something. Is there something that's disabling it? I can't scroll. No,
I don't see Lotus anywhere near at this
no,
point.
same. That was my only thought, is if there's something literally shutting it down. And that's what's shutting down the deflection. And the United States doesn't have anything that would shut down a single unit. The closest they have is a microwave tank, and that shuts down a structure, but not units. And that's it. 57057. That goes to player 622. Wow.
Where's my 200? I need my 200 bucks right now.
Yeah, right? Mixery not far behind. I bet you if any of these rockets landed, that might have been a completely different story. Yeah, there's not going to be much left. Now that the frames went from 2 to 8, now that one player stopped firing, it should be a pretty quick, yep, there we go. That's it. That is the tournament, with player 622 the victor, Mixery second place, Ninja Demon 45 third place.
We're gonna come them next time, General.
Absolutely, that was awesome. Thanks to everyone who participated. Thanks especially goes out to Revenge, my co-host. He's the one that worked on the maps. He spent a ton of time getting all that patched up. We had a couple of revisions as players were playing the maps. So shout out to him for being extra vigilant and getting all that done so that way everyone had a good gaming experience. Ninja, anyone you'd like to say thanks to?
I'm still sober about my loss, but it was an amazing tournament. I'm glad everybody participated. We actually have waited so many times. Like we had to wait a long time for each match. I mean, we all look at them in replays like, oh, it's like you can watch in each hour. But if you think how many times we gotta wait, like doing warm-ups, within starting up the match, it was amazing. Pretty much amazing. Everybody did well, and I'm pretty sure everybody just thought of how they're gonna play the matches. Like, you gotta build so much fast. You gotta consider about protecting your base and protecting the line, and any other AOD type of matches. Not doesn't have to be a tournament.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And before we wrap up, I did want to say also thank you for being my co-host through some of these. I really appreciate it.
Hey, anytime, sir. I can be always coming up if you want me.
Awesome. That's good to hear. So we'll wrap this up. Thank you all for joining. Thank you again for the participants, the hosts, and everybody involved. My name is John Megacycle, and we'll see you next time.
Diddy.